What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I'm going to go over 10 things you will and will not see at E3 2014, which of course starts tomorrow and lasts all week. Super excited, it's E3 Eve, so I'm going to go through these things with you guys. Of course, I split them into 5 things you will see and 5 things you will not see. So let's go ahead and start with 5 things you will see. And I kind of separated these up based on the conferences, so I wanted to give everything, you know, kind of a fair assessment. So basically, the first thing I'm going to go with is Microsoft. So what you're going to see at the Microsoft press conference is they will be pushing games big time. Last year was a complete disaster because they focused so much on television, and really a lot of people, a lot of core gamers were not happy with that. So this year they're going to kind of have, you know, kind of a redeeming year, I want to say, and focus on games, completely avoid television at all costs. Of course, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare will be a big thing at Microsoft because, of course, Activision and Microsoft are in bed with each other, and the Call of Duty DLC comes out a month early, so that will be a big thing at Microsoft's press conference. Of course, they are going to talk about the big connectless new Xbox One, you know, console, which will be only $400, the same price as the PS4. So that's going to be a big focus, and they're going to be, you know, bragging about that. I don't know what they're going to say about that, you know, in their press conference. Like, here's this $100 extra thing that we forced you to buy before, but now we're not going to force you to buy it. So, you know, it's kind of awkward. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. Something I really noticed about Microsoft is they have a ton of exclusives, and that's a really strong point for them. Just to name off 6 of them that I could find. Halo 5, Guardians, of course. Gears of War 4, that game's not even close to being finished. Quantum Break will not be at E3, but it will be at Gamescom. That's still an important exclusive for them. Sunset Overdrive, I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be there. Fable Legends, I've always been a Fable fan, not Fable 3, but Fable in general. And then finally, the rumored Halo 5 collection, which I think, sorry, not Halo 5 collection, Halo Master Chief collection, which people think they're going to remake all of the Halos in HD for the Xbox One. I'm rooting for that. That sounds awesome to me. So, anyways, that's Microsoft. Now let's go on to E3. So E3, wow, that was terrible. EA, Electronic Arts, the publisher. Electronic Arts, EA, their conference, will focus on sports. Everyone knows that EA makes all of these sports games. FIFA, NHL, Madden, these are huge franchises for them. So they will focus a lot on sports. Of course, the new Battlefield, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, it's called Battlefield Hardline, will be coming out this year. It's kind of a cops and robbers game. It's not your traditional Battlefield, you know, game, really. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, which is a horrible disaster, as everyone knows. But anyways, EA will definitely come out and talk about Dragon Age Inquisition, a game I'm super excited about. And then, hopefully, this part's kind of an assumption by me, they will revisit Star Wars Battlefront in some capacity. So maybe a little more of a trailer than just frickin' laser fire shooting on Hoth that they had last year. That was ridiculous. Hopefully we get some kind of indication of gameplay or more information. So, next up is the Ubisoft press conference. So, this year they will definitely be showing off both Assassin's Creeds. Now, I applaud them big time for making a next-gen Assassin's Creed, or I should call it current-gen now, and a previous-gen Assassin's Creed. They are setting a precedent for future game companies to follow. They really are. You know, game companies need to focus on this next generation, or now it's current. I just made that mistake twice. The new gen. Let's call it new gen. They need to focus on the new gen, okay? Because, like a lot of people, I believe that when developers, you know, like produce games that come out on the former generation and the new gen, they are holding back the new gen. They really are. If they have to port all that crap, they're holding it back. There's no denying that. So the fact that they're making Assassin's Creed Unity for next gen only, and then Assassin's Creed Comet, is a great thing, and I can't wait to see how they, you know, handle that. Of course, I hope they revisit Tom Clancy's The Division. That game looks fantastic, and it was pushed back to 2015. So we'll have to see how they cover that. Far Cry 4 looks great. It's in the Himalayas. It's got a crazy new enemy. It's coming out this year. Can't wait to see that. And that's pretty much all I think they'll, have at Ubisoft's press conference. Next up, Sony. So Sony's interesting. Sony, I believe in some capacity, they're going to push PlayStation Now, which is a service that streams PS3 games to PS4 because, backwards compatibility is not a thing. I think that'll be pretty awesome. I think they'll brag about their indie game success because if you compare the Xbox One to the PS4 in terms of indie games and little downloadable games that are not AAA titles, PS4 blows the Xbox One out of the water in that department. However, I'm really worried for Sony because they don't have a lot of exclusives coming up. They really don't. Everyone knows that the next Uncharted is coming down the pike. We don't know if it's going to be at this E3, but the only other two I could find were The Order 1886, which kind of looks pretty meh from what I've been seeing recently, and then Deep Down, which is Capcom's, Dark Souls-esque looking dungeon crawler game. And so Sony needs to come out and announce at least 3 more exclusives that are coming out in the next 2 years, or else, they're kind of gonna get, they're gonna lose this E3 if they don't come out and announce more exclusive games that will sell their PlayStation 4. I mean, you might even see the tide turning from PlayStation 4 towards Xbox One. This is coming from a PS4, supporter. I want to play the PS4 way more than I want to play my Xbox One, but if there's no games on it, I'm going to be playing my Xbox One. That's just how it goes. So, when I say no games, I mean no exclusive games. So, anyways, that's Sony, and I'm probably the most worried for Sony. Now, Nintendo, I'm going to cover Nintendo's press conference here. I'm going to come out and say I'm not a huge Nintendo guy. I played Nintendo 64, and that was my last huge Nintendo console. I had a Wii, but I didn't play a lot of it because, it took a while for a lot of good Wii games to come out, kind of like the Wii U. So, things that will be definitely at E3 are the new Super Smash, which is going to be great, the new Zelda, which is going to be great, and then Sonic Boom, which is like Sonic but with sports. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to do there, but that'll be there. And hopefully they'll back the Wii U. There's been rumors that there's going to be a new console, a new Nintendo console is going to get announced. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to get behind the Wii U and really support that console because I've heard it's a great console and it's getting a lot of new games, so hopefully they'll be successful with that. So, now to the 5 things you will not see at this E3. Number 1, I don't think Fallout 4 is going to be at this E3. I really want it to be. These are things that I really want, except for one of these, but a lot of these I really want to happen. This is not going to happen. I don't think Fallout 4 is going to be at E3. It's just, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know how, I don't have any other explanation. The next thing, no Mass Effect 4. I think Mass Effect 4 is something that we'll see at the next E3, and then hopefully it'll come out, fall 2015, spring 2016. That's a little ambitious, especially if they don't show anything at this E3. So don't get your hopes up for Mass Effect 4 or Fallout 4. The next thing, I don't think you'll be seeing a new Nintendo console. I touched on that a second ago. That's just a really big rumor that I don't think is going to happen. I don't think Nintendo's going to come out and dazzle everyone with a new console. Could be wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to stick to their guns and stand behind the Wii U. Next up, I don't think we're going to be seeing the next Uncharted 4, at E3. I just don't think that's going to be a thing. I think it's just not far. It's not far enough into development. We haven't heard enough about it for it to be at this E3. They may come out with a teaser trailer, but what would really be awesome is some gameplay. But I just don't think that's going to be a thing. So the final thing that I really want to happen, but it's probably not going to happen, is the next Red Dead. I love Red Dead. From the first game, Red Dead Revolver, a lot of people don't even know that's a game. I loved Red Dead Revolver. And then Red Dead Redemption came out, was a fantastic game as well. I don't think it'll be at E3, but hopefully it is. So, anyways, I just want to rattle off a bunch of notable games that I'm looking forward to at E3 that I didn't really mention that are going to be big that I'm looking forward to. So, we have Alien Isolation, Batman Arkham Knight, Borderlands the pre-sequel, Civilization Beyond Earth, Destiny, of course, The Evil Within Evolve is going to be huge. Game of Thrones, the Telltale game. I love Game of Thrones. Mirror's Edge 2, Mortal Kombat 10, oh my gosh. The Sims 4, Tales from the Borderlands, another Telltale game. And finally, I think the best game at E3 2014 is going to be The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. If you guys have not seen that new trailer that just came out, you are really missing out. That game looks fantastic. So anyways, in the comments below, share what you're looking forward to in this year's E3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you later. Peace.